Hello everyone, this week we are making lemon drizzle cupcakes, and in your delivery you will receive 8 cupcake cases, 2 eggs, some butter, a lemon, some flour that has baking powder in it and some sugar. You will need a mixing bowl, a little bit of milk, not too much, a wooden spoon, a grater or a zester and a tray. Okay, before you start, you're going to need to separate your sugar. So you need to separate your sugar into one bowl of 110 grams and then 60 grams. So with your butter at room temperature, I have cut up the butter into smaller chunks because then it's much easier to work with. Put your butter into the bowl and then your bowl of sugar, 110 grams of sugar, then we're going to mix it in with the butter. Mix it all in when it comes, and what you're looking for is it being nice and fluffy. So the butter has completely absorbed the sugar, and then it is nice and fluffy. Our next step is to zest our lemon, and so if you have a cheese grater, then there's usually a tiny little bit where the holes are small, and then you rub the whole of your lemon, and if you can see, the outside of the peel is starting to go, and that's our zest. So we go round the whole of the lemon. You want to get as much of this as you can. Try not to go too far into the lemon because then you're actually going into the pith. There we are. So once you've got the whole of the zest off, use all of it. Anyway, you can still see the skin. Give it a good pat, and then all of our yummy zest we're going to put into our fluffy and creamy butter and sugar. So we've now got our zest in. We're now going to put our eggs, those 2 eggs, into the mixture. This is where it gets all good because you can just put all of it in at the same time. Now in your flour there is 1 teaspoon of baking powder, which makes the cakes rise, and then we are going to mix it all together. Again, if you have an electric whisk, this will do it all, but it will do it all so quickly. If you can do this with your hand, then you get the true experience of making your delicious cupcakes. So can you see it all comes together? As you're doing that, we're going to add 1 teaspoon of milk. Use those muscles. Now we have our wonderful cake mixture forming. And there we are, lovely, light and fluffy and creamy. So the next thing we're going to do, we'll take our tray and we're going to put our cupcake cases on our tray. If you have a muffin tray, then you can put them in there because they've already got the holes already out. But if you haven't, it doesn't matter. You can put them on any baking tray. So we take our mixture, and I am going to use just 2 normal spoons, and we take a nice spoonful and then we use the back of the spoon and then we push it into our cupcake case. Get the last little bit remainder of your ingredients into your cases, so we're all completely done. Then we are going to put them into a preheated oven, 160 electric, 140 fan, gas mark 3. And we're going to put them in for about 18 to 20 minutes. So while our cakes are cooking in the oven, we are going to make our delicious lemon drizzle topping. So you have the remainder of your sugar and we have our lemon. And we're going to cut our lemon in half. If you haven't, we have a juicer, so if you haven't got one of these, you can just really squeeze it with your hands. If you pour your sugar into your bowl, and then we are going to squeeze all of the delicious, oh, it does go everywhere, so be prepared. Squeeze all the delicious juice of your lemon. We have one and the other side. That's it. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Okay, put that to one side. Just with a fork, we're going to mix the sugar and the lemon together. And now we're going to get our cakes out of the oven. So using your oven gloves as your protection, I'll show you what's happened to our cakes. We've had some overspill. That's fine, you can just trim around the edges of the cakes. So it's absolutely fine. Okay, so take your cakes, which look delicious and smell amazing, and we're going to drizzle our lovely lemon onto our hot cupcakes, and it will just seep in, it will just be beautiful. And there we are, enjoy, have fun.